What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel today. I have a pretty decent little video on 3 different pair of wired headphones. They are under $20, but all of them worked pretty good for me, so I was pretty surprised. I wanted to bring them to you. Didn't see any videos on them. And so in case anybody's looking for any of these wired headphones, I just thought I'd make a little video on them, give you a quick sound test also on the microphone. So those always come at the end of my videos. So just let you know, I'll name off which one I'm using and I'll give you a little just quick sound test at the end of this video. So I have 3 different ones. I have your standard Apple earbuds, which everybody's pretty much probably heard or borrowed or heard out there, which is kind of my baseline. And then I also have a pair of PALOVUE wired headphones, and then I also have a pair of IMangoo headphones, which are all different named, but I definitely wanted to kind of bring them to you. They are under $20, even cheaper depending on where you find them, and they all worked pretty decent, and I let a couple people check them out too, got their opinions, and I thought I'd bring them to you because they sound pretty decent. So let's get into them. We're gonna go with the first pair, which is, we'll just start off with my favorite pair, is the PALOVUE. This is the box right here, and you know, these are pretty good little pairs of earbuds. Nothing crazy in the box. You can see that they still have the little tie in there, and this is all they got. They did come with an extra, I don't have them in front of me, but the extra little earpieces. Here are the headphones here. They did come with a clip too, which is kind of cool. I was add a little bonus. Here are the actual earbuds themselves. Here are, it is USB Type-C. Now that's another reason I'm kind of making this video, is because I've had to upgrade some of my, you know, you always use these when you're on the run, when you just need something really quick. I grab, you know, your wireless or, you know, your big headphones or something. You just need something really quick. And I tend to use these a lot with my iPad mini when I just need something quick. And I didn't have a USB Type-C type plug for a pair of headphones, so I'd always have to go find my wireless big pair of headphones and hook those up, or find some earbuds, and sometimes I want an actual wired pair of headphones for some reason. Not all people might have that problem, but you know, if you just want a cheap, inexpensive pair of wired headphones, you know, this is a good option. And actually all these are a good option when you're talking about headphones. So this is the actual headphones right here. They're vinyl. They do fit in here. They do give a natural noise blockage. Still hear things, but they do fit really well, and you know, they're really pretty small. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my ear. Like I said, they fit well. They do block out some sound, just a little bit, not a lot, but they do block out. They fit in my ear well. They're not gonna fall out. So if you know, if you needed a easy, inexpensive pair for working out as well, or something like that, these are a great option. They do have the magnetic piece in them, that way they won't tangle up your cord. They also do have an inline microphone. Like I said, I will give you guys a quick sound test on that a little bit later, but they do have an inline mic with your 3 buttons, your middle button. Nothing crazy there, but they do have that. Like I said, they are built pretty well. Nice cable. It's a little bit thicker than the other ones, so I just want to point that out. So I think it's built pretty well. It does have the nice little clip in case you are running or something like that and you want to get it clipped to your shirt a little bit. That is a nice feature in my opinion. And like I said, the cord is pretty thick. Like, I was surprised how thick this cord is. We do have the USB Type-C. And like I said, a lot of your devices, a lot of the new Android phones have USB Type-C. Unless you have iPhone or an older iPhone, you'll still have Lightning. I had to buy a pair of headphones for that as well, so I have a pair of Lightning as well. But you know, it's nice to have just a little extra backup set of headphones. So that's the design on these. And this is, once again, these are the PALOVUE Earflow C's. Like I said, USB Type-C headphones. Nothing crazy about them. Inline control, USB Type-C, dynamic drivers, magnetic backs there, and they are the color black. So that's all we got there. Pretty simple and easy. We're gonna go to the second pair, which is the IMangoo there. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what they are. They do come with a little email card inside, so you can email the company if you need to. They did come in this nice little case, and with your headphones, and they were wrapped in plastic. So nothing crazy, but they do come with a little case, which is cool. And this definitely will fit in anybody's pocket. Nice little inexpensive pair of headphones that you can use that are extra, like I said. And if you lose them, you're not really panicking because you're like, they were only, under 20 bucks. So these are a little bit different in the design. Now I'm pretty used to the Apple, type wired earbuds. And I'm going to show you a pair of those, which are kind of my baseline for sound when I was testing these. But these also do have a magnetic cable. They look very, very similar when it comes to the middle piece here, except you can see that this kind of has your positive, negative, and then your middle play pause button. Pretty thin. This feels exactly like an Apple iPod pair. It does have the USB Type-C on the end. These do have dynamic drivers as well, a little microphone. They actually say they're 9.2 on the PALOVUEs, and then the IMangoos, they don't tell you what size the drivers are, but they do say they're dynamic drivers. And like I said, pretty simple. There's no extra clip with these, nothing like that, but they do have the wires, like I said, with the magnetic tops. They do look a little bit different. I'm going to show you that, but they do fit really nice, actually. We'll go put those in. So in my ears, like I said, they do fit nice. Got this cord tangled up a little bit, but they do fit nice. They're not going to fall out or anything like that. Now that's going to be subject for everybody out there, but I was pretty surprised. And I actually kind of like these, in my opinion, compared to the ones that kind of go deep in your ear. Compared to the PALOVUEs, I like the ones that just sit in your ear, and that's like just for convenience. That I'm not gonna be running with these or anything like that. This is a normal stock pair of Apple, and these are actually from Apple. They came with my iPhone 13. You can see the difference here. So they got the similar, but you can see that this has like the long stem here, and this one is just built a little bit different. You can see there. Grab the same one here. So they kind of just a little bit different design. The cable wise, like I said, the cables are exactly the same, exactly the same. You would think that they're the same headphones. The only thing different is that top piece and the actual microphone piece on these. So on Apple, you can see that they have that indentation right here, where you can still touch, but positive, negative, indentation. These have the same, let's see, oh man, they're the same size and everything. But this one, instead of having the indentation, it actually has a top button there. So that's the only difference. Besides the design, the cables are the same. These are actually a little bit different size when it comes to the length of the cable too, just to let you know. So Apple are about 48 inches. They're about 4 feet long cable. The PALOVUEs are also 4-foot cables, but these IMangoos are only about 46 inches, so they're 2 inches shorter of meeting that 4-foot long cable. So it's a little bit shorter cable, just to let you know. So I kind of showed you them, showed you the design, showed you the fit. I'm not going to go into the Apple ones because, like I said, everybody's probably seen those, used those. So let's just go into a little bit of my pros and cons and, a little bit of facts about them. 48 inches long on the PALOVUE USB Type-Cs. They're $11.99, which is extremely cheap, definitely a positive. Inexpensive. They have the 3-button controllers, in-ear, wired, USB Type-C. They have the magnetic backs, tangle-free wires, simple control. They do say they have a DAC or a DAC chip in them. Super cheap headphones like these. I don't always believe that they have a digital audio in chip in them. I don't know if I believe that, but I'm not going to take them apart or anything. But just something, they do say that they have that for hi-fi stereo and for great clarity and things like that. IMangoo's or IMangoo USB Type-C headphones also have the magnetic backs, comfortable 46-inch cable, high-res, oxygen-free, copper core cables that They say they're insulated, but it's super thin, like I said. So I would actually believe that the PALOVUEs would have a little bit more insulation just because the wire is thicker. Built-in microphones, but they're all wired. These are all wired and all have 3-button controls and inline mics on the wire. The IMangoos are $13.88, which is the middle of the line. Of course, Apple earphones are always going to be the most expensive at about $16.99, depending on where you buy them. You know, if you find them on eBay, you might get them for around $10. But all of these, I'll just say, will be under $20. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're not super complicated. They're all wired, USB Type-C. But let's talk about sound really quick, and we'll wrap this video up. So we'll start with the PALOVUEs. They do fit in your ear the best. They have the best fitment in your ear. They, in my opinion, kind of isolate sound a little bit, and they sound really good. They have pretty good clarity, but they're a little bit warmer than both of these because I think they fit in your ear the best, and they have the vinyl tips, which kind of, you know, definitely keep the sound in your ear. So I think they have the best bass. So if you're looking for a little bit warmer sound out of a pair of little earbuds, these ones are the way to go, in my opinion, if you want a little bit warmer. They still have good clarity. They're not the best. Like I said, these are $20. All these are $20 here, so they're not going to be the best out there, but pretty decent for, you know, what you're looking for here for a $20 extra pair of wired headphones. So these are the warm ones of the bunch. Like I said, I think they have good fitment. They're a little bit warmer, decent clarity, but I think a little bit more emphasis on the lower end, in my opinion. So let's go to the difference between, now everybody, I think, like I said, that's why I kind of have the Apple ones in here. Everybody's heard a pair of these. A lot of people love these. They just say they sound great. They have great clarity. A lot of people, everybody's used them, things like that. They're pretty light on the bass though, so they don't have a lot of low end, but, you know, pretty good clarity when you're listening to everything, and they have a pretty good microphone, and that's what a lot of people love about just a simple pair of the Apple earbud type wired headphones, is they have a good microphone that everybody says you sound decent on. So like I said, I'm going to give a test on that at the end of the video, but pretty overall flat sounding headphones where they just got a good range between low end. You're still going to get a little bit more mids and highs, but pretty flat, and across the board they just sound good. So then we go to the IMangoo. They have really good highs and mids. Actually, they're a little bit lacking on the bass, and the bass doesn't quite sound fantastic because they're lacking, but they're not horrible. They're, like I said, if I actually honestly had to listen between all these, I think that they're just almost even with just a normal pair, but I think I like the Apple ones just a little bit better. And the PALOVUEs, I think, are my favorite. They were lacking clarity a little bit, but the warm makes up for it. So if you like a little bit more bass, it definitely will be with the PALOVUEs. And then these would be my third favorite. I still think they're really close to Apple sound, but they do still have pretty good clarity, a little bit light on the low end, but very comparable to the regular pairs of the Apple headphones. So if you wanted something very comparable, I think these are the closest you're going to get to it, because the PALOVUEs have way more bass than these. So if you want almost like a trade-off between the two, with some people might think these might be slightly upgraded sound because they're kind of bright, so they are brighter than these. These are a little bit more brighter than these. I'll give them that, but they're very close. So if you want a upgrade, to some people might not like it. Like I said, everybody's going to have a different opinion, but my opinion, they're very close. They're a little bit brighter, but some people might not like that. So they definitely hype up the higher ends, the mids and the highs. Lows are okay, but they're very similar to the regular Apple earbuds. Other than that, so all these headphones are pros and cons. All these headphones are under $20. Like I said, they're a good value. I'll leave links in case you're interested in any of these. The only big difference on any of them is the cord. The cord on the IMangoos are 2 inches shorter than the other two who actually make the 48 inches of 4 feet. So other than that, the cable on the PALOVUEs does have a little bit more thickness, so it feels pretty substantial. It's like a well-made cable, and you know, they do have a little bit more low end. So in my opinion, my favorites, I definitely love the PALOVUEs. They sound really good. Let's go ahead and check out the microphones, and then we'll wrap this up with the final thoughts. What is up? This is DJ Martini, Midwest Reviews, coming at you with a quick sound test. These are the stock Apple iPod type headphones. These are straight from Apple. Came with my iPhone 13, and this is a sound test of the microphone and how you're going to sound. What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini, Midwest Reviews, coming at you with the IMangoo earbuds, wired USB Type-C. This is what the microphone is going to sound like, and that's my test. All right, everyone, we're back now with the PALOVUE Earflow C USB Type-C earbuds or earphones. This is the quality you're going to get from the microphone when using it and doing recordings, or when using it with your phone. Just a test. All right, let's wrap this video up with final thoughts and talk about those microphones quick on the tests, on what you thought. Definitely, you can't beat the Apple microphone, in my opinion. It sounds good. It kind of blocks out a little background noise for you. And so I think the winner, of course, when it comes to microphones, would be a stock pair of Apple earphones. The microphone just sounds really, really good. So I have to give them credit there. The next one was actually the IMangoo, in my opinion. They have some background noise, but they sounded pretty clear and had some volume, in my opinion. So I was pretty impressed on those. With the IMangoo, they did have some background noise, so they definitely didn't block any background noise. And so it's kind of a give and take once again. And then the PALOVUE, they actually blocked out some of the background noise, actually, but the voice sounded just a little bit muted, but you could still hear and make out the voice. So it still was clear. The volume was down just a notch, but it did block down background noise. So I didn't hear like a hiss, like in the background, like I did with the IMangoos, but they had a little bit more volume. So like I said, you can't beat the Apple. These were still acceptable, in my opinion, both of them. You could still hear them. You could make out a conversation. You could definitely have a conversation with either pair, in my opinion. But it just depends on if you want some of that background noise blocked out, or if you don't mind a little bit of background hiss from the IMangoos. But both of them, like I said, acceptable, and I think you could carry on a conversation with either one of them. So those are also some factors in there. Final thoughts, I think all of these are great pairs of little earbuds as a backup, a quick, easy pair that you can take around with you when you don't want to take anything expensive with you. These are all inexpensive, under $20, all a great value. I think my personal favorite is actually, I still think it's the PALOVUEs, just because I love the sound that they had out of them. It had a little bit more low end, a little bit more cohesive with everything. You know, you get a little low end. Still, the highs and mids were acceptable. They're not the clearest, but they're acceptable, and it just made a nice, good pair of earphones. Even though I don't like putting earbuds with the vinyl tips in my ears, I still think they sounded the best, offer the best qualities, build-wise and things like that. The only sacrifice was maybe the microphone with a little less volume, but it's still acceptable to make calls and things like that. So that's my video today. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been DJ Martini, Midwest Reviews. In case, you know, if this is helpful at all, if you were looking at any of these earbuds, leave a like, subscribe, or share, and we'll catch you really soon on more content that I'm always bringing on my channel. Thank you so much. See you soon.